Good morning. Today, I started my day in a really beautiful and a different way because typically I get up and I start right away, right? Get my husband started for his day, get his breakfast, get his coffee, get him out, get his car, blah, 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 get the cat fed, get him medicinated. I did all that. And then I got back into bed. And this is the prerogative of a entrepreneur. Like I said, this is not something I normally do. So today I went back to bed, I got my cup of coffee, and I got a book that I've been wanting to read but haven't made. Hold on, I'm going to show it to you. I haven't made the effort to start it really, and it's called How to Read the Akashic Records. Now, the Akashic Records is something that has been pulling me for some time. And I had this beautiful angel who I had on the podcast say to me, Asa, if you are being pulled to the Akashic Records, there's a reason, and you need to heed the reason. So, like most things, I take what people say to me, I take it in and I process it and I think it through. And like, how does this apply to me? I'm like, just take it as a nudge. That's it. Just take it as a nudge. And that's how I have been living my life so much more so recently in listening to the nudges. And I want to encourage you to also listen into your nudges, because when we stop minimizing these little tiny messages that we constantly get, our intuition gets stronger. We get stronger because we start to get witness to results from us actually doing things that are calling to us. So that brings me to why I want to talk to you today. Normally, I would have already been off of this video in 30 seconds because I know people don't have time to listen. Nobody's got time. And maybe that's true and maybe it's not true. So today I want to share with you what it is that I do for my work, why I work with what I work with, and why do I care enough to share it with you? Why do I care enough to share it with the world? So this little book right here started me down another path, The Gentle Art of Swedish Death Cleaning. Now, there's a whole story behind that, and you can go to previous episodes of my podcast to find out how I even came to this time in my life. But Swedish Death Cleaning came to me for a reason. This book came to me for a reason because a part of my life's purpose, I am positive, is practicality wise to help people do death cleaning in their home. Sure, that's important. It is important. But what is more important is talking about death. That is important. And that is something that I feel I'm able to do. And death in our society is considered to be a taboo topic. And I get it. I get it. It's tough. God, it's hard. I just experienced it myself with my beautiful brother-in-law. I've experienced it with my father, my own father, one of my best friends, my cousin. There's been death experiences in my life, but what I'm not afraid of is looking you in the eye and talking to you about it. And I think that's a strength of mine. And so death cleaning is a process in which I help you go through your home, potentially only online, on a computer. We can do it online, but I could physically also be there with you by your side. Now, that is how I prefer to work. I prefer to work by your side so that I can touch your shoulder if I see that you're starting to get sad, or I can hear the tone in your voice or see your body act or react differently when you're going through something that may have belonged to your spouse or to your child that passed away, or whatever that is. One of my passions in my life is to not live in fear. Passion meaning I do not want to live my life in fear. So I choose not to live my life in fear and to open my heart, which is cracking open so slowly, um, which is also this week's episode on my podcast, More Moss to the People. So I started this More Moss to the People over a year ago. I started the movement over a year ago. And it is evolving into now my podcast. Yes, I talk to beautiful people and I talk about my own story, my own journey through everything that is occurring in my life and sharing heartfelt, open stories. And the part of the More Moss to the People revolution that is occurring now is I'm turning this corner into my own future of opening myself to see I don't know everything. I don't have all the answers. But what I do have is the capacity and the want and the power to help you through a process, through your decluttering your body, mind, soul, and your home. I can do that. I can do that with you. That is a journey that I could be with you by your side. I can lead you. I could guide you. I'm going to follow you, right? It's not about me being the guru. It's not about that. It's about me being by your side and helping you through a process. And why is that important to me? Why is that important to me? It's the most important to me. Life and death, love and death. How close are those, right? How close are those? And I want to show you, this is something that I received as a gift many years ago, many years ago. And I want you to see what it says. I'm going to read it to you. When I stand before God at the end of my life, I would hope that I would not have not a single bit of talent left and could say, I used everything you gave me. That is a quote by Irma Bombeck. And I say to you, today I stand before you with my open heart, telling you I would love to help you with your Swedish death cleaning, with your decluttering of your body, mind, soul, and home. I can completely do that because I love you. I want to help you. I want to talk about death. I want to talk about your death, your potential death that is going to happen. I want to talk about my death. We could talk about this. We could have an open conversation, open dialogue. When I stand before God at the end of my life, I would hope that I would not have a single bit of talent left and could say, I used everything you gave me. What do you want to stand before God at the end of your life and be able to say? Not living in fear, not running from death. Let's face it. Let's talk about it. Let's go through it. Let's talk about our grief. Let's talk about it because it is palpable. It is possible to go through grief with somebody else. We do not have to do this alone. We were never intended to. If I can help you in any way, reach out to me. It would be my honor. Have a beautiful day.